It is pouring. It's like insane. Okay, so since this is Andy's first time on here, basically what I do is we go through the, hold on, where am I? We go over the energy, so kind of what I did in our group meditation at Kim's house, but there's usually a bigger update than what we did. So tonight I'm going to be talking about Virgo new moon, and then we're going to do individual moon scopes, so make sure you have your journal. And we're also going to talk about the house that Virgo falls in on your birth natal chart. I'm so excited that you guys are like committing to this right now, because it's like going to take you next level. Just watch. So we're going to talk about Virgo new moon, and then we're also going to speak to the autumn equinox, which is next week, which is in like 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, so about 5 days. So once that shifts, that's basically saying we're at second half of the year, and like all that breakdown that just happened, now we're going to start to see the new energy come in. So that's like super exciting, because we're just like ready for new earth. Like, I'm so done. Like, so done with all the bullshit. I'm like, okay, let's bring all the good stuff in. So, yeah, so I'll speak to that a little bit, and then we're going to do meditation, and then after the meditation, I have journaling questions I want you to do around our self-worth, and then it's also going to be setting intentions as well, and the energy that we want to bring in. So this is a very powerful new moon. It's a super moon. So any intentions we set are going to be like tenfold, creating that for our lives. So good stuff coming. What do I need? Yeah, I need a pen. I don't have a pen, but that's okay. Okay, so first let me speak to the Virgo new moon. Okay, so new moons basically illuminate the dark places and bring light to them. Okay, so when the new moon comes in, you can notice it may feel like a release almost, but it's really just bringing and illuminating those dark places within you, so you could see them and they're like front and center almost. So it's basically for you to take right now, like this Virgo energy is for you to take radical responsibility around your actions, your emotions, your thoughts, and your words, and think and be mindful and aware if you're living authentically, how you want to live. Like, are you responding in the ways you want to respond to other people? Are you speaking and loving yourself the way you want to? Are you nourishing your body the way you want to? So this is all going to come up in our faces to show us where it is we need to shift and to accept it as it is, so we're not judging that, coming from a judgmental place. Hello, sweetheart. Oh, you're ready to join us? Yeah. This girl brought her journal outside. Look at her, all ready to go, which, by the way, it's super cute. Okay, you're gonna sit with us and meditate? Uh-huh. Okay. Can you say hi? Hi. If you want a pillow, you could sit on a pillow too. Yeah. So this is gonna be the new thing. I guess she's just gonna be one of us. She sits really well through the energy update too. Tim's over there like, Richie would never do that. Okay, so also think to yourself, are you still blaming the world around you for the things that are happening, right? So our emotions that are coming up, are we still blaming like the situation, or are we going within and seeking the root cause of where it's coming from, and then accepting it as it is and knowing that that's our, trauma and our past that we need to work through so we could shift it for ourselves. So we're looking to be in our wholeness and our power. Okay, and we are, think about it this way, we're the first shift of this. So, not everyone is where we are. It's gonna like almost like trickle out. Like I see it like an energetic wave. So when we can be committed to ourselves, we help ripple that out to the people around us. So you're gonna notice like the people in your lives just drained, very drained, until they're ready to step it up, and they're going to see that we're doing it differently, and they're going to be like realizing they need that, and then they'll start to take those small shifts that they need to, you know. So a lot of people right now, actually I'll get to that in a minute, but basically right now people are getting irritated because they don't know what to do with themselves, and that Mars retrograde energy is like fiery, so it's bringing up irritation and anger and frustration like a lot right now. Why are you looking at me like that, Jess? Is that true? Okay, yeah. So, and including, I mean, it was coming up for me last week, so it's going to show up for you to shift anyway. So, but it's happening to a lot of people. Okay, so this Virgo new moon is the first of 3 supermoons, which will lead us into a total solar eclipse in December, which is actually going to be that shift for the new paradigm. So December is going to be big for us. It's going to be basically new Earth. She's practicing writing her name. It's really cute. Good job. So this new moon has the potential to throw us off balance, but it also indicates powerful inner growth and spiritual healing and awakening. So notice where you're feeling off balance, and that's just to show you where you're out of alignment so you can come into alignment in those places. That's all that's for. So don't get too frustrated. Just be aware of it and make those shifts as they come in, because you're going to get a boost of energy that's going to help you make those shifts. First, the awareness is going to come in, and then there'll be a boost of energy to help you shift. So this can bring in a stronger feeling of instability and uncertainty with this Mars being in retrograde. So we see more people likely to lash out with hostile words and actions. So they're, by that happening, they're acting on that feeling of insecurity and instability. So that's just them in that conditioned fear of the unknown. Everything just feels unstable right now, and they don't know where to plant their feet. So then it's causing them to lash out. So there's a more aggressive energy. And that's really just an internal war with themselves that's being projected. So just be mindful of that. And try to be gentle with people, because if they're struggling, and we may be struggling, but we've at least done the inner work. So those that have not done the inner work intentionally are struggling even harder. So we have to remember that, that we're leading that. We're teaching how to better communicate with love, compassion, and empathy. So if we give it to ourselves first, then we can, give it to the world around us. So with this being said, the emotions that come up are for us to process. So rather than rushing to eliminate them, it's up to us to sit with them. So meditation helps. Just noticing that when they're coming up, that to stop what you're doing, and it's basically your emotions are saying, hey, pay attention. So stop everything you're doing and listen. So that's listening to your emotions, listening to your heart. That's what that's coming up for, to get your attention. So then this Virgo energy that's coming in is a time to organize and declutter, not only in our physical world, but also in our minds and our emotions as well. So we're being reminded to commit to daily rituals, including rituals of healing. Okay, so getting back into that mind, body, spirit, making sure that's the number one thing that usually falls off, because we didn't like practice it consistently our whole lives. We're so connected to the physical world, so it takes a little time to get back into that, to commit to it. So just be patient with yourself around that. Set those intentions, like we're going to do intention setting tonight. Those areas that you need it for yourself. We're going to go into the world you want to create, but then also what you need to shift for yourself and commit to. So Virgo reminds us that our wounds can sabotage us in ways we least expect it. If we truly want a strong foundation, we must heal the cracks in our soul. When we have unprocessed grief and trauma from the past, it creates energetic noise in our system. So it distracts us, takes us off course, and brings us out of the present moment. Okay, so pay attention when you're responding from an old emotional energy, and where you're taking it personally, where you're blaming the situation, where you're feeling like the victim, right? So those are old conditioned mentalities that are ready to leave. So make sure you're paying attention where you're still in that wounded space as you're working through things. So reminding yourself that you have the power to keep holding the light, and not just for yourself, but for the entire planet. Okay. So when we are in our light, we're raising the vibrations, and the earth is assisting us in that right now. So by the earth's vibrations rising and us connecting to that frequency, it makes it so much easier for us. Like I'm telling you, I like this past week was a lot, because Virgo brings up your self-worth, which I'm going to speak a little bit in a minute. And it also brings, you know, it was bringing those areas where I was very uncertain, and I was just being mindful of as it was showing up, and I wasn't judging it, but I was observing it. Well, do you want her in bed? Okay. Thomas is checking on her. Daddy's going to sleep, so if you want to go inside, just go when you're ready. But as it's coming up, observing where that's showing up from, and then recognizing where you need to adjust. So you're just adjusting yourself. Going back to those tools that you know and slowing down around it. So for example, my finances were coming up. This is perfect. So my finances were coming up. The universe was testing me and challenging me in a way that like my money was like teetering a little bit, and I was like, this is interesting. It hasn't done this in a while. So I was like, hold on, stop. I have to give this attention and love right now so I can back into alignment with my relationship with money. And I did. And then it started to flow in again, and I gained that grounding in it. So notice those areas that are asking for your attention right now, where it's bringing up either like an insecurity or it's just you feel it's out of balance. Give it attention and bring organization to whatever that is. Okay, so before I talk about the equinox, I want to speak to this. So our self-worth. So Virgo brings this up very intentionally for us right now. Yeah. So as you're realizing areas in your life where you're not feeling worthy, or you don't feel like you have enough, or you're not enough, right? So that stems from not, if we feel like we don't have enough, we feel like we're not doing enough, or we're feeling that we're not worth the dream life we want to live. If those feelings come up, that is just for you to self-reflect over where you're not being enough or feeling like you're enough, right? So it's coming back to that. So Virgo can bring that up. So know your worth, don't ask for it, state it, right? So these are the affirmations that come in. Make sure you're adjusting your mindset where it needs to be. If those negative thoughts are creeping in, you know there needs to be an adjustment there. So a couple of those things would be, you're not your to-do list. You're not your number of likes, which we don't really have that issue here. You're not your mistakes. You're not your bank account. Question your inner critic, know your true worth, and meet yourself. You decide your worth, no one else. Okay, so look for where you're seeking external validation in any ways, and keep getting better at knowing that you don't need that, and standing in your power and basically saying, I am whole and worthy as I am, and I'm going to live out my truth and authenticity. And it doesn't matter like what my bank account looks like. It doesn't matter how much shit I have to do around here. I'm doing the best I can, and I'm honoring myself before anything else, so I can do better in those areas, right? So that's where we have to start aligning with more consistently. Okay, so let's do some moon scopes. Does everybody know their moon sign? I think everybody does. Where is it? There we go. Okay. So I will, I guess, call out the moon sign. Oh, Brittany's trying to get in. Hey. You weren't waiting for too long, were you?
No, just a little bit.
Okay.
You already started?
I was like totally up here channeling. That's what I was doing. Okay, so I'm doing moon scopes right now. Okay, does anybody have Aries moon? Jessica. Okay. So Virgo season brings out your need to do something spontaneous. You do not settle down easily, and your heart is always searching for the next adventure. You, at first, may feel some resistance to the energy of this season. Virgo inspires routines, something which feels very boring to you. Over this season, begin to admire how daily rhythms can give you freedom. Don't see them as limitations, but rather space to explore your emotional landscape. On this new moon, feel into what your independent heart can offer others and envision a life where you are appreciated for your adventurous spirit. Kim's like, yep, that's right. That's awesome. Okay, anybody Taurus moon? Okay, Jade, your Taurus moon. You want to listen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Virgo season provides you with some much needed stability. You are not fond of drastic change, and this past year has shaken you to your core. No. Lean into the grounding vibrations of Virgo. Feel how the security they offer can help you honor your natural talents. Explore your creativity this season and take some chances in expressing yourself in a new way. Envision a version of yourself who feels grounded in themselves and can easily share their inner beauty. It's time to give your true self to the world. Just like you, she's totally just in her, her highest self, so it's fine. Okay, Gemini moon. No one? Cancer moon. Okay. Virgo season brings out your intuition and desire to connect with your femininity. Virgo is a very healing energy and can teach you how to care for yourself in a new way through daily rhythms of self-care. Over this season, dedicate space and time to taking care of your heart. Create routines that nourish you and allow you to honor your intuitive guidance. On the new moon, envision a version of yourself who extends their gift of love and compassion to the world, helping to raise the vibration to a state of love through healing. Leo moon. Yay, okay. Virgo season brings out the power of your heart and teaches you how to lead others with grace. The energy of Virgo grounds you, grounds your internal fire and can show you how to accept yourself fully. Over this season, find ways to express your natural talents to the world without fear of rejection. Accept that you may never be perfect, but the world doesn't need perfection, it needs leaders. On the new moon, envision a version of yourself who shows up in a new capacity, ready to help others find their path. Ooh, I'm getting chills on that one. I don't know why. Maybe you're ready for it right now, huh? Awesome. Okay. Virgo moon. Yes. Oh, yeah. Of course it's Kim. She's the Virgo goddess over there. Virgo season brings out your desire to help others. You are a natural healer and may have endured many wounds to find your power as a healer. Over Virgo season, feel into any unprocessed grief of your own. Empower yourself to fully heal before helping others. Know that your journey becomes a roadmap for more to follow. Share it willingly with the world, but do not lose sight of where you are headed. On the new moon, envision a version of yourself who steps into their full power and embraces their gifts, even the imperfect ones. That's a great one. Okay, Libra moon. Brittany, anybody else? I don't think so. No. Okay. Virgo season brings out your need for balance and harmony in every aspect of your life. Virgo's energy illuminates what needs more care and attention. Lean into it to find places where you can bring in beauty and care for your heart on a deeper level. You may have felt rattled by the events of the summer, so it's time to ground your heart and find some inner peace. I like that one. Over this season, create routines that help nourish you and restore balance. On the new moon, envision a version of yourself who first finds balance within, then creates equanimity in the world. That's a good one. Okay, Scorpio moon. That's me and Ellie. And then Eilish and Bruiser, I'm not sure. So, Scorpio moon. Virgo season brings out your need to analyze everything around you. You are fascinated by the internal realm of consciousness and the understanding of energy. Align with Virgo this season to help you piece together concepts that were once foreign to you. Feel into new truths and expand your knowledge of the rhythms of the universe. On the new moon, envision a version of yourself who owns their power and freely gives their gift of magic to the world. I like that one. Sagittarius moon. No one? Capricorn moon. I can't see Eilish. Wait, I know I can't see you. I'll read it if I need to. You could text me. Bruiser, what are you? Pisces moon, Aquarius moon, Capricorn moon. He's unmuted. I don't know if he's on. Okay. I can't see you, so okay. I can read moon scopes again if I need to. Okay, let's go to the houses. Do you guys know how to look up your houses on your birth natal chart? Okay. So I want you to let me know which house Virgo is in. So go to Placidus and then read the
Mine's on 12. Mine's 12 as well.
Oh, awesome. That makes sense why you're on meditation tonight. It's totally aligned with that. Oh, wait, here's my chat. Sorry. Okay, Eilish, you're Scorpio too. I didn't realize that. Okay. Bruiser, Aries. Okay, so you guys all got it read. Perfect. Okay, let me know when you have all your houses ready. Actually, I don't remember it.
Wait, Doc, what site is it again? I always forget.
Astro-Astrology.com.
Oh,
I don't remember mine. I think it's 11. Jade, are you good over there? Yeah. Okay. You gonna go to sleep? No? Okay. Yeah, 11th house. Okay, does everybody have theirs? If not, that's okay too. But if you need help, let me know. Okay, first house. No. Second house. No. Third house. Okay, Bruiser, so you said 8th house. Okay, 4th house. No. Okay, 5th house. Damn. 6th house. 12. Andy, you have 12 too. That makes sense for you too. Okay. 7th house. 8th house. 9th house. Are we kidding right now? Is this serious?
wait, I have a question. Mine's XMC. What's MC?
That's 10th house. That's your I forget the name of it. MC I forget the name. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I don't remember the name. You know how like your first house is your rising sign? MC is something else, like meridian something maybe? Hold on. Let me see if I can find it.
Your Midhaven? Is that
Yeah,
it?
that's it, I think. Midhaven. Who said that? Sarah?
Me.
Yeah,
Me.
good job. Yeah, I can't find where it says that. So I'm not sure what that means. I probably looked at it like once. But you could look into it. Okay. No one has 9th house, 10th house, 11th house.
Wait, I have.
Oh, wait,
I have
8th. Wait, 8th. I forgot. Sorry, guys. I forgot to do 8th. Britt, what did you say?
I have 10 then.
Okay.
The XMC, if that equals 10. I don't know.
Okay. So we have 8th, 10th, 11th, 12th. Okay. So I'll start with 8th. So 8th, focus on your personal growth and transformation. That's what your focus is right now for this new moon. Personal growth and transformation. That's pretty cool. That's a good one for that aligns very well with the energy of this year. So, okay, 9th house. Does anybody say 9? No. 10th, Brit. focus on your career and how it aligns with your unique talents. That's awesome. I feel like that's totally aligned with how it's going right now too. That's awesome. Okay, 11th house. That's mine. Anybody else? Everybody's in 12th house? Is this serious? Or don't have any? Okay, so 11th house. Focus on what you are contributing to humanity, which I feel like I've really been doing. I've been focusing on how I want to give back, whether through meditation, creating my products, things like that. Just, I've been doing a lot of creative thinking. Okay, so 12th house. Is that every single, the rest of you? Wow. Okay, so focus on your healing through spiritual growth. So all through that spiritual connection. So making sure that you are connecting with that, your spiritual self right now. That's awesome. That's crazy that the rest of you had 12. Wow. Okay. And then Eilish, you don't have one. That just means there's no specific focus for you. That's all. It just, like, basically what happens is if it's in your house, that house is illuminating in your life right now to be an intentional focus. Okay, good stuff. So that's why everyone's on meditation tonight. Their spirit told them to. That's so funny. Okay. And then, of course, Jess, because your birthday aligns with this new moon, that's very intentional as well. See, this energy is just like, hey, this is for you almost. So I love that. Okay, so we have autumn equinox next week on the 22nd. So this is a day where we can experience equal hours of a day and night, which symbolizes duality and oneness. Okay, so it's that balance of light and dark. So it will be activating a powerful configuration with Mercury, Mars, Saturn, and Pluto. So this is just this year specifically, which is known as a T square, and it will be extra potent on that day. So be aware of that. We have very powerful energy, and it's basically one of the most powerful days of the entire year. So together, these planets call for us to take action, to make changes that we desire, but also not to rush ahead. So if you're feeling overwhelmed and feel like you want to just make those changes, it's that time for you to seek patience within yourself and then also grounding yourself so you are not making impulsive actions, but really sitting with those things that you want to shift and then making divinely guided action at that point. So another thing about this equinox, it can bring third eye activations. So yeah, that's kind of cool. The Lionsgate portal did the same thing for some people. So just be aware if that expands even more that day. Making it easier to connect with our ancestors and loved ones on the other side. So that spiritual energy is really coming in. I don't know. I've been since the beginning of the year getting a lot of visions, and one of the visions I got was actually the veil being so thin between the physical world and the spiritual world that we're able to connect strongly, maybe even see easier, things like that. So just be aware if more light energy is coming in. I have noticed in pictures, there's a lot of rainbow energy. You look at some people's pictures and see the light in it. I always looked for orbs and things like that. But more so recently, there's been these rainbow lights that have been coming in. So pay attention to them. It's kind of cool. And I have never noticed them before. And I don't think cameras changed because I still have the same phone and it's showing up on my phone. So, yeah. So be present and sit with your impulses and inspirations before taking action. So balance this fiery energy with grounded energy. Okay, so there's a lot of fiery energy because of the Mars retrograde in Aries right now. Okay, so it's this, it's almost like this new energy is starting to flow in. It's very fiery and intense and just a lot, but Virgo is also helping us stay grounded right now. And then we have to continue to connect with that grounded energy as the equinox comes in. Okay. And then Libra season is going to help us balance that out. So there you go. It's just coming in perfectly. That's basically the energy update for today. Good stuff, right? I'm actually really excited for these journaling questions because I think they're going to help all of you. All right, so I am going to put some music on for the meditation, and then you guys can just get settled in. Oh, I have my, before we start, I want to do this because Jess, you said you got this for your birthday. I want to show you. It takes practice for sure, but you hear it though as I'm doing it? Okay, yeah. So it takes practice. Britt got it for me like 2 years ago, and I was like, I can only do this. Like it wouldn't actually, like when I would spin it, it wouldn't do anything. Practicing, yeah. So just be patient because I was like, this doesn't work. I think it's broken. It was actually me, right? I thought there was supposed to be like a rubber thing on it, but there wasn't. But it still works. So obviously,
Yeah, for so long you kept trying. You're like,
Yeah. And then all of a sudden it was like, okay, I got my crystal bowl. And then I was like, let me see if I could do this one now because I've been practicing the hand motions and I did it. So you just got to practice. Are you good? Why are you coughing? You got a tickle in your throat? Okay. All right, we're going to start the meditation. Jade, you going to go to sleep? All right, I don't want this to be too loud, so you're going to have to let me know because you need to hear me as well. So I'm putting on some 528 hertz for higher frequency. So it's for balancing the chakras, energy cleanse. Oops. And is that too loud? Or is that okay? Can you hear it at all? Should I make it louder? Oh wait, I forgot to do something. That's why. I forgot to share my screen. Hold on. Okay, now it's lower it. Better? Still loud? Is that better? I can't hear it, so. Wow.
Where you'll be talking.
Okay, so wait, I can't see anything. Okay, it's still too loud? Okay, I'm gonna go on YouTube and just. Is that better? Okay. Well, we're gonna settle with that then. Okay, so meditation. Sarah, have you meditated in a while?
In a while.
Wait, I can't hear you, so yes or no? Okay. And then anybody else in here? Jess, and you have Britt, Cruiser, Andy, this is your second time. Okay. Good, so I was just trying to think. All right, awesome. Sarah's gonna be like, oh my God, I needed that. That's Jess was like awesome. Like when we did it in person last week, she was just like, I'm ready. It was, she had her feet up all the way up and that was great on the wall. Okay. Anything else? No? Well. Jade's asleep. I dropped my crystal. All right, relax and close your eyes. Relax your body. Take a deep breath through your nose. And exhale deeply. Relax your jaw. And continue the deep breathing. relax your mind and just let go. Now let your mind become aware of your feet. Visualize a red light flowing up from the bottom of your feet and swirling around the top of your feet. And let your feet just fall where they naturally want to. Now visualize that red light swirling around your ankles, swirling around your calves and your shins. Let those muscles relax. Now visualize that red light swirling around your kneecaps into the back of your knees. Now visualize that red light flowing over your thighs and oozing into the back of your thighs. Now see that red light flowing into your groin and your buttocks. Let those muscles relax and sink beneath you. Now visualize that red light swirling around your hips and turning into an orange light. You can see your hip joints being encased in a warm orange light. Visualize that orange light swirling around your lower torso, moving into your belly button. Let your mind become aware of your abdominal area. See a ball of yellow light filling your abdominal area. Take a deep breath into that ball of yellow light. See it expand around you. Now visualize that yellow light swirling around your waist and moving into your chest. Breath you take, visualize your lungs being filled with a green light. And see your heart being filled with the green light, expanding around you. Now let your mind become aware of your hands. Visualize a white light fill each finger and fill the palm of each hand. Visualize that white light swirling around your wrists, swirling around your forearms, swirling around your elbows, to your upper arms and your shoulders. Allow your shoulder blades to relax and sink down at ease. Now let your mind become aware of your back. Starting at your tailbone, visualize a white light filling each vertebrae until you get to the base of your neck. Now let your mind become aware of your neck and your throat. Open your lips slightly and then close them. Allow your tongue to drop into a relaxed position. Swallow gently and visualize a blue light filling your throat and swirling around your neck. And see that light expand around you. Now let your mind become aware of your head and your face. Your eyes relax, and your ears relax. Allow that little space between your eyebrows to relax. Visualize an indigo light in that space. Take a deep breath and see that indigo light expand. Let your mind become aware of the top of your head. Visualize a purple light going over the top of your head and down your entire body until you see your whole body filled with light. Your nerves, your organs, your bloodstream, your cells, your bones, filled with a pure light. And just let go. Now that you're completely relaxed, I invite you to join me on a journey. Imagine you're walking through a field. You're barefoot, walking through a path on a field filled with sunflowers. The sunflowers are gently swaying in the breeze. It is late afternoon in the summer. The sun is warm on your skin as it's gently lowering in the sky. You notice the bees and the butterflies still pollinating the sunflowers. It's a peaceful, calm place. Become mindful of your feet, feeling the earth below you, really connecting and purposefully walking with each step. You continue to walk and look around, taking in the all around you. You notice ahead of you rundown barn. The wood is worn. The windows are shut. There's a cute little porch. So you start to walk towards that barn, remembering that this is your place. Take time and space away from the day and the responsibilities for you to just be in stillness and go within. up onto the porch. Stand there for a moment, just looking out over the field. The sun is slowly lowering just over the field ahead. You just gaze in the sun, see the colors starting to change in the sky. You take a deep breath. You put your arms up into prayer pose for just a moment. Take a deep inhale. You visualize the sun beaming on your energy center, on your solar plexus, illuminating it, activating it. You take a deep breath into that state. And you feel the energy starting to move, activate, getting your creative center, your power. Lighting up as you breathe into this space and allow the sun to activate it. You bring your hands down into prayer pose over your heart. You continue to do this as the sun slowly sets. And after a moment, you decide to take a seat on the porch. You may have a blanket out, or you're just sitting there on the porch itself. Take a few breaths, giving yourself a moment to settle into the space. Feeling gratitude for the all around you and the beauty you get to witness. The night sky is starting to settle in. There's barely any lights other than the moon. And as you sit there, you decide to put your hands on your lower torso, your pelvic area. You place your hands on your sacral chakra and start to take deep, activating breaths. You imagine the energy swirling within this space. It's within your physical body, moving through your kidneys, your lower intestines, your reproductive system. Just activating the whole area of your physical body. It's swirling around your energetic body as well. As you sit here doing this, open yourself up to any messages you may need to receive. Allow yourself to see and listen now. Anything your spirit guides may have to offer in this moment. Maybe something to nourish your physical body. Maybe guidance for your spiritual self, your emotional self, or maybe just a motivational tool to guide you along the way. As you do this for a few more moments, settle deep deeper into your body. Feeling grounded, balanced, and in alignment. And after a moment, you open your eyes. You take notice that in front of you, right off the porch, there are beautiful little wildflowers that are being illuminated by the moon. Different colors. Just blooming naturally. You decide to get up and walk over to them. And as you do, you admire them gently moving in any breeze. You decide to connect with one and ask for permission to hold it. And with a subtle reply, you receive validation that you can pick the flower. So you choose this perfect little flower that you feel drawn to. Take note of its details and colors. And go back to sit on the porch. And as you have your palms out and the flower in your hands, you close your eyes again for a moment and settle into the flower's energy. Connect with what this flower can offer you support in. Its innate wisdom it holds, its sacredness. It's intentional and purposeful for the earth and its connection to all beings. You allow yourself to receive the energy now. Allow that energy to flow through you as if it is part of you now. And you put the flower down, thanking it next to a column on the porch, allowing the moonlight to radiate its light into this flower. You feel full of light, balanced, and at peace. Thankful for this moment, alone and in your own energy, in your sacred space, for you to connect with your true self, knowing that this is you, this is your worthiness of who you are. You stand up and start to walk back onto the path, back into the field, ready to go to sleep, feeling rested, you to start another day. You take deep, cleansing breaths into the fresh air of the field. You start to walk towards home, seeing the light from the house in front of you as you reach it. You start to bring yourself back to conscious awareness of the room around you. Bringing yourself back to here and now. Wiggling your toes and your fingers. Stretching if you want to. And only opening your eyes when you are ready yourself to feel relaxed and awake and alert. Okay, so my computer decided to tell me it's going to restart in 2 minutes. I don't know how to stop it. Yeah, but thankfully, I want to do the ritual, but I don't know how to make it like start later. Can I do that? Okay, if not, you guys stay on and then I'll come back on. But before I restart, was everybody able to connect okay with that one? Good, okay, awesome. Let me just turn my music off and turn this up. Yeah, for some reason, every time I have meditation online, my computer likes to restart itself. Okay, so I'll speak to like what I experienced and then hopefully it doesn't restart. But anyway, so I connected with a white and purple flower. This is like what came through the strongest. And I kept getting loving sweetness, which I thought was a very interesting message because I don't think sweetness has ever come through as like a message for me. So then I was like emanating that sweet energy. I didn't have any animals come to me. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Also, I'm trying to think, I think it was an iris. That was the flower it was. So I'm going to look that up for sure. So take note if you had, you know what flower you received. I'm really worried my computer is going to just restart right now. Hold on. Whoops. Okay, give me 1 second, because if we have to restart, we could do that quickly. And then settings, probably go to settings. I got the notification like 2 minutes left. Oh, and I'm trying to read what you just said. Settings, okay, where do I go? Nope, wrong thing. Nope, okay, bye.